And welcome back. Of course, it's Hangout Friday. This is K24 this morning, and it's time for us to get up close and personal. Sauti Soul Generation up in the building. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff.
And of course, let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sauti Soul has 4 guys.
Yeah,
Two of you are here.
Hey.
What happened to the other 2?
Unajua Jeff, all I can say to Kenyans right now in the morning is that isi mara ya kwanza mnakula mkate nusu.
Yeah, so
mkate nusu. Hata serikali imepoa mkate nusu siku moja mkachukua. Kwa hiyo leo tunaomba tu mchukue hizo tusol mkate nusu.
Mmezoea nusu mkate.
Hii nusu mkate mchukue tu kwa sasa. Tuko hapo mazee.
half a loaf is better than
none. But karibu sana guys, of course. New look. First time you guys sing the studio, man.
Hey, Mazee, this is beautiful, man. Naona mmefanya ile kitu.
Yeah, you've done that thing.
Proper, Mazee, world class.
Saf sana.
World class.
And you guys have also been quite busy.
Yeah,
what's happening with Sauti Soul? Because we always know, anytime there's like a brief hiatus, not so much is buzzing. Kuna kitu kubwa inapikwa tu mahali jikoni.
The pot is being
stirred. It is being stirred. What's going on, Chimano, as far as Sauti Soul is concerned?
Well, first of all, thanks for having us. Congratulations on this.
Thank you very much.
But anyway, we needed to recalibrate, Mazee, and we needed to give our fans and our potential new fans something new, something revamped.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like this PSC. Yeah, so we've been doing our album for the past 2 months.
Right.
But then the album, we've been working on it for like a year or 2.
Right.
But then we've just come back from SA to make what kufanya album for like almost 2 months. Yeah. And so far so good. It's 80% done.
And the thing is, I like success is a funny thing because at one point it's good, but the follow-up is also pressure.
Yeah,
and you guys know, anytime they hear Sauti Soul, the bar is like through the roof. Ukiwa studio SA Mazee, na mnajua Mazee, the last thing we did was a monster hit. How do you get that out of the way and create again? Bien.
I don't know, man. I think it's just being yourself always. You know, us guys have been now doing this for like 10 years. And 10 years means that we have quite a bit of experience in how we do it stuff. Also, you're growing up. Like, the Sauti Soul that sang to you Lazizi is not the Sauti Soul that's going to sing for you the new songs in the album right now.
Right.
And we would like for our fans to see the journey as well. So the new album is just about like our realness. It's about growing older. Now we're 31.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And when you guys first started singing Lazizi,
I'm 32. He's still 31.
Oh, mimi niko 31. I'm saying Bazenga.
Yani mnaenda mkitoka youth fund. 35. When you go to 35,
niko bado kama 4 years.
3 years.
Yeah, you can still
But
get it.
like it's just ningependa tu pia Wakenya yani na mafans wa Sauti Soul at large. Waone tu venye pia tuna grow, we appreciate the growth, we appreciate the things we're growing with and the people we're growing with as well.
Right. And the beauty about it is that we've seen, for those of us who've been lucky to be there, we've seen the progression, the evolution of you guys as artists, as individuals as well.
Yeah.
But also even from, the business side of it and how from, having your guitar, Allianz, and now, different festivals around the world. There's a business enterprise behind it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the money. MCSK, ilifanya ile kitu mkapata.
Mimi kwanza MCSK bado mimi sijapatiwa tu yangu.
Hata mimi sikupata.
Ama ilienda kwa group account. Unajua labda ilienda Sauti account.
Lazima
MCSK, everybody has their own unique code.
Yeah.
Yeah, and through my unique MCSK code I didn't get 25.
Neither did I.
Devo, nothing. Sabara,
Polycarp kupata. All I can say about that whole situation though, it's just that Mazee, we have there's pluses and minuses. The plus is that in Kenya, it's a very unique situation where at least we have something to collect.
Right.
Other African countries don't have that. But the sad part of the conversation is that, man, it's been X amount of years, and I'm now seeing a new generation of artists coming, and they're still talking about the same old issues. So like, it pains me that my kids have to come and start fighting MCSK afresh, a new fight, new faces, but same battle,
and because you guys have been exposed and you've seen what's going on in Africa, internationally, what's the solution? Because Poxy, pressure, rest in peace, fighting the same battle. You're here today, 10 years in the game, fighting the same thing. Is it, guys have said you don't have artist representation in MCSK. How does the artist get his money, Chimano, at the end of the day?
Well, also first, I'd like to point out something. Of course, when this happens, artists are up in arms and we complain.
Right.
And, we took an MCSK. But then, of course, there's this other school of thought that I see. Some people who have commented saying that, you know what, artists don't expect handouts. You know, you work hard. But then I'm just like, where are you coming from with that reasoning? Us asking or saying that the system should work and the system should be streamlined does not in any way indicate that we are not working on our craft.
Right.
So it is our right to complain about it. So for you to go on social media and say that you need to work, don't expect free handouts, blah blah blah. No, that come on, come on. Let's just talk about this. Yeah, let's yeah. There's corruption. There's corruption.
Right.
You know, I honestly am honestly at that point where I'm tired. I don't know. It just needs a purge.
Tired.
Tired. It needs a purge. If the DCI, DCC, whatever the
DPP have been told to investigate that.
Ingia huko basi.
Wafanyeni like a national audit, you know, and also like how the expenditure is in MCSK needs to be monitored too.
Okay, and of course, even as we talk about that, is because even as you say that, you've gotten to a point where even after doing your 10 years, you're now looking into how you can bring in a new crop of artists, a new breed into the game. We're talking about Soul Generation because Nviri is coming through. He has some fire in the offing, of course. We've seen Nviri, and I think the first time he, you know, got the internet's buzzing. There was a huge song, but also there was a challenge that was put in place.
Oh wow! Wow!
The lady's got a bit flashed. That's all I can say right now because I mean, that video, it got tongues wagging, it got people talking, got BN jumping into the challenge as well to try and prove that pia yeye ni ndume ya kutosha. Absolute madness, but of course he is also here to talk about us and all that. By the way, was that a stunt? Was it a plan? Was it a wardrobe malfunction? Because there were very many stories as to what happened in that music video. Wacha jitete akiwa pande gani? Nviri the storyteller, karibu sana. Welcome bro.
Nimekaribia.
Sitauliza hiyo swali maze. Hiyo we are boys.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa wardrobe malfunction ama that was a stunt? Nilisema watu watatambua.
Ama kijana tu pia ni mzito. Unajua kijana pia
inaweza kuwa uweza
Tessa in the streets.
I woke up like that. Karibu sana, of course, really the storyteller. Some new heat from him as well, and he'll be doing like a small performance for us right here on the show. But we're talking about Sauti Soul transitioning and bringing in Soul Generation. You guys have worked with different members of the Soul Generation in different, you know, stages in your career. How did you decide we'll take Nviri, we'll take Bensoul, we'll take Crystal? As in, how was it a unanimous vote in a boardroom somewhere? Pick him, pick her. How did it work?
We've been working with all the different artists in different ways for like the last, I'd say, 2-3 years. So because Nviri is here, let me give Nviri's story. Nviri used to be my camera guy.
What?
And I didn't know he could sing. So one day, I'm just hanging out with Nviri, and we talk shit. I'm hanging out with Nviri and he's playing guitar and he's like chucking some vocals and I'm like, hey, kwani wimba? Hey, wimba. He was just like, you know, someone who you can see potential, but he hasn't quite worked on his craft yet. Yeah, and so we embarked in working on his craft. He started being a student and now he's better than the teacher.
Nviri, I'm wondering, as in, you're in the space where you're always with Sauti Soul, you're with BN everywhere, you love singing, it's a passion you have. Mbona huko mwambia, as in, nikifanya hiki kitu, siningie studio mnipatie ka platform. Why didn't you ever do that?
I think I've always preferred my work to speak for itself. Because kila mtu hapa anakuanga, hey, muimba. Honestly, everyone, even right now, if anyone knows that I'm a singer, watanikuja with that same line. So I kind of figured if at all they are the ones to approach me because of what I've done, then one, in a way, I'll have actually a bargaining power. And two, I'll be more affirmed. To be,
Right. And how was it, you know, once the call came in, what did you think about that? Did you feel like you're ready, umeiva, it's time, you know, to carry now Soul Generation to the next level?
Yeah, I mean, tulikuwa tumepanga to hit the ground running. It was just a matter of time kupatio call. And I remember even at some point I told them, like, I'll come with my own contract because they're taking too long to sign me up.
You are hungry for this thing. And because I've realized, with everything, you guys have a system. You have, you know, a process how this works. First, introduce all of them, and then each comes with a single. Who makes those decisions, you know, behind the scene? Who decides, okay, Nviri, it is your time. Okay, Bensoul, release now. Crystal, go next. How does that work?
I don't know, man. You know, just the environment, you know, like, so for example, the first song we did, Extravaganza, we were just hanging out as writers, first of all, and we decided to write a song about the label and how, like, crazy, how amazing the label is. and we all wrote together and we were like, this is a nice song to go out right now. But of course, people are wondering where is Crystal. People are wondering where's Kaskazini because they haven't seen them being unveiled yet. And you know, we have to be very careful how we unveil these guys so that we do it right.
Right.
Like I can't unveil Crystal, Kaskazini, and I can't push all of them simultaneously onto their faces until you get used to the brands that, you know, with some process. The principle of process has to follow. So Crystal and Kaskazini right now are in an artist development program. Right. So they're writing songs, they're recording songs, they're doing voice practice, they're preparing for the
rehearsing every day.
They're rehearsing every day, they have a live
for
set.
the spotlight.
Exactly.
Okay. And speaking of the spotlight, you know, once you hit it and once everybody knows you, is when all these allegations and stories start coming out of the woodworks. You know, let's talk about Bensoul because did an amazing song, Lucy.
He has allegations. What allegations?
Apparently, and this one is, it's not new to artists. Because like Ethic did their song and then there was copyright issues. Where did you guys get this song? Apparently we plagiarized it. Now Lucy apparently was also plagiarized. We've actually gotten the audio of the artist who did the first version.
Of Lucy?
Of Lucy.
Wow.
Apparently Lucy wasn't the first.
That's new.
As the act shocked here for the first time, let them have these allegations. Just hit, it's not me, it's not me. Let the music speak.
Oh, wow.
Lost generation.
Allah.
You guys.
It's not me.
I love you.
Jeff, is that you?
I'm not saying, I'm just saying the artists who are saying there's a copyright issue.
It's a problem. It's a problem. Yo.
Okay.
So I just need to know what will the
artist.
management do? Will they pick up this copyright battle?
Yeah,
from
you know,
guys?
okay, what I can say from my end is that us guys, as you know, the management of Soul Generation, wanaleta mziki, sisi put out. Tayari hao watu, by the way, these are people who have their own brains and they're doing their own stuff. So hata hiyo Lucy, venye nimesikia Nduthi nimesikia zinafanana sana.
Lakini mwambie tuta drop Bensoul tutamsign.
I want that artist.
I want that artist.
Because now I want the original.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So like you've heard it here, the next acts on Soul Generation are the guys who did Nduthi. So they'll be signed on pretty soon, and you've had it. The management team themselves right here. Also, an interesting story happened because last week, and I don't know if you have that video ready, director, we had Calligraph Jones. Papa Jones. You know, you guys have worked together. It's a good relationship you guys have, and there's a rivalry also that goes on right there. Because he said that you guys are kind of soft, you know. You guys have been doing this gym thing back and forth, but I don't want to paraphrase it and say misquoted. Just watch what he said and then we react, because he's like, these guys, sentimental guys, you know. I don't know what's going on. Just take a look. Let's play it. As when they get ready for that, because you can see guys are just tense in the room. Papa they don't know how you guys are going to react to this, because he came through, he was dressed in all black. He's like, yeah, they are my boys, but alikuwa amepiga gym kabla ingia hapa. He did like 50 press ups at the door.
What I can say about Sisi and Papa Jones is, you know, like Papa Jones is always calling us out and saying we are like mekonda, you nini. Papa Jones being attacked. Papa Jones, women that could train, I want to train for sex, for a body, or for whatever reason. Like this is in a lifestyle.
We are agile. Tukiperform unionangi ni kihema on stage. Swangi tu as in I'm good.
It's functional.
It's functional.
Fitness, kupanda juu ya meza, kujivuta juu, kupiga push up. Papa Jones lakini site kuna challenge na yeye. Into the December body challenge. Alinicall out kwa Instagram akasema sina abs.
Oh wow.
Mimi nikamwambia sawa, kwa hivyo December 1st tutatafuta kiwanja, tuite mafans wetu, alafu tukuje topless.
Okay. You have heard the challenge is on December the 1st. Who has a bigger abs between body? Bien and but msisahau legs.
Pia Savara.
And Savara, of course. There it is on the video wall now.
Audio lakini
ni video wall.
As you can see,
hizi TV ni nyingi.
And he said he had to call you out because you guys you're kind of soft.
Soft.
You're sentimental.
Lakini I think ni jusu iba R&B sawa tu kiasini wa soft. Lakini sauti sol ni wabaya kuliko ethic. Ni wa hood kuliko ethic. Chibana ni mzee umo by the way, mzee ni mzee tena. Ni mzee Ronga, Delvo ni mzee Salem. Poli kama ni mzee Kariobangi South. Sini gang
pali karibu ethic wanatoka kwa.
Gang.
I think pesa pia inasafisha kidogo.
Sasa hii tumeoga kidogo.
Tumeoga kidogo.
Effects za
Kokobata. So you've heard, of course, it's happening December 1st, the challenge between them. That's going to be something to wait up for. They'll have to hit the gym hard. But also, the man of the moment and Viri, the storyteller, Alisamata engineering. He won't be called a mechanical engineer anymore. He wants to sing. That's what it's going to do. The moment is his. Are we ready to have him perform, guys? Because he has to do this. He has to go in on this one as well. So if you could have the microphone brought, please. Aingia tu ifanye mambo bad.
DJ kuna nini?
Akore DJ akore
DJ track number 7.
Vaya sana. Okay, Nviri, stage is yours, my guy.
Nimezoea mafans kwa ile pande nyingine.
Ani ni BGV leo. Background vocalist.
Twende mazee.
Madancers wangu.
Oh yeah.
Oh, pombe sigara. Naweza wacha bila kung'ang'ana. Lakini hawa sichana vile nawapenda ni kama laana. So generation, come on. I'm the storyteller. Hey, who lie? Nasikia walevi huota na bia, lakini kuna siri ndawaibia leo. See, I'm not addicted to alcohol. I'm not a victim, not at all. Yalimpata Samson, yakampata Solomon. Situation kuka tricky, kila shimo napanda miti. Contribution kwa timu afisi Karura. Hey, situation kuka tricky, Bible. Musiniweke kamba kwa shingo.
Twende.
Pombe sigara. Ala. Naweza wacha bila kung'ang'ana. Lakini hawa sichana manze vile nawapenda ni kama laana. Someone please come and over. Tell them that storyteller has gone down. Eti alivunja shingo akalemewa, akatoa fimbo nje ya ndoa.
Come on.
Na hivyo ndivyo alijichongea. Situation imekuwa tricky. Kuna shimo alipanda miti. Na hivi sasa ako kamiti Karura.
Ati Karura.
Jelani Karura. Usiniweke kamba kwa shingo. 1, 2, pombe sigara. Naweza wacha bila kung'ang'ana. Lakini hawa sichana vile nawapenda ni kama laana. Pombe sigara. Naweza wacha bila kung'ang'ana. Lakini hawa sichana vile nawapenda ni kama laana. Nice.
Oh my goodness, amazing performance right there. I don't even understand why you guys have never had us, just to be like background dancers. But the reason is he's also on a tour. Overdose is also a big one coming through. So you utafanya like a double, double trouble upper. We go right in that as well.
The launch album
it's coming through. Of course, the DJ is ready with that as well.
Okay.
Quick one before you perform that. when it comes to inspiration, because, you know, songwriting, say tutambiwa, sit in the office, come out with a song.
Yeah.
How do you get into the zone? Like, I just want to write something. Is it going to the studio and vibing, instrumental ikishika, you go and do your thing? How does it work for you?
Either can work, of course, but at the end of the day, I have to be passing an agenda, and I have to be. It has to be something that is actually affecting someone I know,
right?
Even myself. Considering all emotions out here, people experience the same things in a way. So I'm pretty sure by the time I write about something,
right?
Even my issue of pombe sigara has definitely affected someone else.
Right, right. Nini? Bro, cheza bro. And when you write the song, is there like an approval process that does it go to like them first, then you go to studio and record? How does it work?
No, the best part about this is like they've given us the
creative
space to just
control.
Do whatever we're doing. This is just to enhance it and correct where we've done mistakes. And again, we are a full group of writers and skilled people, of course.
Right.
So once you've done something, even if when we get to our listening party, you get an idea or two.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Is there any pressure? You know, because at this particular level, like you said, completely skilled group. Hakuna mtu dasema ati ndio mnoma kuliko mwingine. Ukiandika verse, oishuku kwanza like ama badala ya karura niseme kitu kingine hapo kama rula. Does it ever go through your mind?
Wasanii hapo wanajijua. Wanajijua.
Hiyo kushuku yuka mtu mwingine.
Tunajijua. Atubatishi.
Okay, let's talk about the overdose tour as well. What's happening? You're here. Where do you go to from here? And Energy utaenda Milele as well.
Yeah.
What's the plan? How's it looking? Kwa hiyo ratba.
Overdose so far tuna trend number 1.
Mafans waambiwa shukran.
Tumefanya ile kitu, so thanks to you guys. Mulinipenda time ya pombe sigara na hadi sasa kwa overdose, and be rest assured zingine zinakuja.
More where that came from.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic stuff. DJ Ruby, we have overdose ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, let's jump into overdose.
Viri,
stage ni yako. Unaweza fanya ile kitu. Tulilia church. Okay.
Okay.
Overdose.
William Liri has church.
Overdose. Wait, script, what is script? Overdose. Hapo nyuma overload. Umetosha gari ligi yako ni ya 4x4. Zile vitu unafanya home sitaziongea, mihujionea manze no longer. Sikile ukiangukia loto usiende kutangaza. It's not a secret, nimeshindwa kunyamaza. I think I'm addicted, sasa nacheza defense. Every word is my witness, nimeshindwa kukuachilia. I think I'm addicted, sasa nacheza defense. Every word is my witness, nimeshindwa kukuachilia wewe. Oh my name overdose. Overdose. Oh my, amenijaza mapenzi. Oh my name overdose. Overdose. Oh my, amenijaza mapenzi. Overdose. Unachonipa sahi pia unipeleka, usije ukaniweka. Wacha nionje sahi, wacha nionje tena. Hizi ni dawa za kulevya. Kwa kweli amepata kulevya. Nobody put it down like you, yeah, yeah. Yes, go back. The way you put it down, I think I'm addicted. Sasa nacheza defense. Every word is my weakness, nimeshindwa kukuachilia. I think I'm addicted, sasa nacheza defense. Every word is my weakness, nimeshindwa kukuachilia wewe. Oh my name overdose. Overdose. Oh my, amenijaza mapenzi. Overdose. Oh my name overdose. Oh my, amenijaza mapenzi. Nimeonyesha unanifanya kwanza unapo unanimeza nga. Nimeonyesha imenifanya kwanza unapo unaniweza nga. I think I'm addicted. Sasa nacheza defense.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my goodness, an absolute overdose coming
you
through
very
right
much.
there. How's the reception so far? How are you feeling the love on the jam?
The love is proper, honestly.
Ina come through correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watu wamerepost, nimepata tags almost everywhere. And kwa YouTube EP imejiongelelea. So far so good.
So
Yeah.
good stuff. As far as the generation is concerned, what should guys expect from them?
Jogoo
New kids on the
ikiwika,
block.
mkisikia jogoo ikiwika mzee sana kazi. Lakini
kumekucha.
mzee, jua sema mzee asanteni mzee for the support. You know, maybe even really may never see it, but mzee nyo sasa utsoli melamba mchanga for a long time. Na nyo sasa mmekuwa na sisi through the whole journey.
Right.
Na sasa tuko na watoi mazee. So mazee vile nimepokea watoi from other places akina Ethic na Gengeton nimeshika. Pia kuna hiyo vingine ya Soul Generation.
Right.
Yenye tu ni Kenyan music, ni authentic, ni writers wetu, ni vijana wetu mazee. So to push tu mazee, ni legacy ya Sauti Sol. Ni bigger than Sauti Sol.
Right. Okay, man. Like you've heard, Sauti Sol to the world. Soul Generation coming through. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through.
Thanks for having us.
Najua hiyo alarm kuamka ilikuwa tricky.
Wacha tu
I think nenda kula nap kidogo kabla sana kesa vizuri. Ile tu. Hapa tuko parking ndale tuko ndai kidogo.
Okay, man. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. All the best,
Thank you,
of
man.
course,
Thank you
with the
very
Overdose
much.
tour as well.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break. We're back on the side with plenty more. You know the Alfajiri kitchen is going down. We hang out also with Milala FM right here on a hangout. Of course, this is K24 this morning. Watunguyas, imeweza sana.
Rumba imetamba, Sauti Sol na dia kumechacha. Karibuni kwenye extra